In this lesson, we will be talking about systems of nonlinear inequalities with no solution. So previously, we have learned about how to solve quite a few different types of linear, nonlinear equations and inequalities. You probably remember starting with two linear equations with x and y, and then moving on to three. We then transitioned to nonlinear equations and nonlinear inequalities. Now we will be tackling systems of nonlinear inequalities, specifically ones that don't have solutions. Another lesson you will need to be fluent in is graphing inequalities. While you can solve for nonlinear inequalities without graphing, meaning algebraically, this lesson will primarily cover solving a system of nonlinear inequalities using graphing. So before we dive into what it means for a system not to have a solution, we first need to understand what it means for the system to have a solution. Take a look at this system of linear equations, which I know is very basic, but this is a quick review. The purple line is a graph of the equation y equals 2x plus 2, and the green line is a graph of the equation y equals x minus 1. The two lines intersect at the point -3, -4, which is the solution to our system of linear equations. We will take this review one step further. If you remember how we solved systems of nonlinear inequalities, we not only found the intersecting points, but we also found the overlapping solution regions. Look at this example. The two inequalities that are graphed are y is greater than x squared minus 4 and y is less than -x squared minus 1. So, with systems of nonlinear inequalities with no solution, there is no overlapping region and there are no overlapping points. Look at the following graph. These inequalities look very similar to the previous slide because I only transposed the first inequality up by 5 points. As you can see with this graph, there is no overlapping region, so there is no solution. Let's check out an example. The first inequality in this system is y is greater than 2x squared minus 1. The second inequality is y is less than -x squared minus 3. Be careful with the signs. Pause for a second and try this one on your own. So I graphed the system, which you can now see on the right. You may need to zoom, but the two shaded regions will never overlap. Therefore, this system of nonlinear inequalities has no solution.